teaching, and welcome to our live YouTube teaching. And we're going to call this the uh, Love Your Enemies. And I'm going to give you a little story, and I'll kind of give you some verses in the end as I'm driving here. But the time I remember walking through the park, and some dog got out of the yard. Hey, you've seen these dogs, and they're running loose on the street. Anyway, I was walking down this path in a park, expecting to have a nice, peaceful day and peaceful moment. And I happened to walk down this path, and all of a sudden I saw this dog. And he approached me. He was 3-4 feet away from me, and he was growling his teeth. He was snarling, and he wanted to rip me up. He wanted me to respond. If you respond in a situation like that, you're going to get attacked. But I didn't have no weapons on me, anything to protect myself. I had no mace. I had no knife, no gun, nothing like that, no sticks. So I didn't have anything to really fight this dog off if I was going to attack it and put it out of its misery, whatever. But I just sat there, and I decided to just freeze, and I didn't respond. I just kept my eyes right on him, looked at him, but I did not respond. I didn't run away. I didn't try to attack it, and it just kept growling at me, and so it wanted a response. And I decided, no, I'm not going to give it a response. I'm going to sit here until somebody comes by, and then maybe they'll take his attention and get off of me for a minute. And that's exactly what happened, because after about 20 minutes, some bicyclists came up down the path to my left, and I was so thankful for that, because it took that dog's attention away from me and put his attention on these bicyclists that were coming up the path. And as soon as that dog ran after them, I took off. And so what am I getting to? What's my point? Well, when it comes to love, love is first of all, the Bible describes love as Jesus. And so he's kind, and the characteristics of his love is kind and patient. And the thing about this love is sometimes when an enemy comes to us, or somebody that's just acting evil, when it comes to loving enemies, first of all, we can't give away what we don't have. That's important. And so we have this love in us, in Christ. And as we don't trust in our self-righteousness, our self-works, our self-effort, but we're trusting in his power in us to produce through us what we can never do for ourselves. So, for example, I have an enemy that once in a while will come into my space at work, and he's just unkind, and that's all it can be. And so he's not a kind person. He wants a response. It's kind of like that dog that wanted a response. Well, I didn't respond. I don't ever respond to him. I decided not to. And what I discovered there is I'm loving my enemy. I'm actually trusting Christ to live through me to love an enemy. And the good news about this is he says he takes vengeance. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So really, that's how you love an enemy, is you just don't respond to them, because what they want is a response. Why? Because they're insecure. So what happens is, when a person is really insecure, they'll come off as really unkind and evil towards you. And what they want more than anything is, like that stray dog that got loose and was growling at me, that enemy wants a response. Don't give it to him. And what you're doing is letting the Lord take them, and he will take vengeance. He will deal with it. God bless.